Welcome to my channel. And I want us to talk an interesting topic. It has to do with the security of the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. And what aroused my attention was a video I watched of the prophecy by Apostle John Sagwe from Switzerland. And I will put the link to the video of the man at the bottom of this video, where he prophesies about the security of Mr. Peter Obi and that there may be attempts on his life because of those who don't want the country to succeed through him. So that's why I'm making this video. And even aside the, the prophecy, common sense dictates that at this period in time, when Peter Obi is the leading presidential candidate, that his security should be beefed up, that even himself should take care of his personal security. Because even in the United States, where we borrow the presidential system of government, anytime during the election period, once the presidential candidates have emerged, they are provided automatic security by the security agents, especially the FBI and the Secret Service. I expect that the federal government ought to know this and do something about his security. And Mr. Peter Obi should not take his security lightly because right now he's not running on his own. The weight, hope, and aspirations of Nigerians are on him. He is no longer himself. He doesn't own himself. No. He's owned by Nigerians. That's why sometimes you go to social media, you see some people say that even if Obi don't want to run, he must run because he's not the one running. Nigerians are running through him. So his security must be paramount. He must take good care of his security. And the federal government needs to beef up his security. And there are many reasons why this is necessary. If you look at the level of attacks that he's receiving, the level of interest that he's arose from among the presidential candidates, the way they are attacking him right, left, and center, you will agree with me that there's a need for him to be for his security. And he is the envy of the other political parties, the other presidential candidates. While other presidential candidates are spending money and their supporters are hoping to get money through them, he is not like that. His own is that the people are spending money to pursue his mandate. He is the only presidential candidate that people are spending their own money to print t-shirts for, to make billboards for, to make jingles for. Most supporters of him are doing it hoping to get good governance from his administration. They are not expecting anything in the immediate. Whereas the presidential candidate of the other political parties, especially the APC and the PDP, they are doing it for their supporters are doing any support you see them give it basically for the money. It is basically for to mock infrastructure, what they hope to gain financially in the immediate. If Tinubu did not bring money, I don't think anybody will put up a billboard for him with his own personal money. Any person except somebody who has been benefiting from him before, maybe his former commissioners, his former appointees in other positions. The same thing with Atiku Abubakar, but that's not the case with Mr. Peter Obi. Nigerians who have never met him are contributing money, putting on billboards in Taraba, in Plateau State, in Benue State. People are organizing on their own. People are moving from market to market. If you go to YouTube, you see a lot of things that people are putting out just in his support, sensitizing without being paid a couple. So it shows you the level that it is. And it's the envy that most politicians especially our presidential candidate. It's the envy of most presidential candidates. So they are not likely to appreciate such a man. So that is why it is important that his security is taken seriously, because you never can tell what some people have in mind. And look at the assailants acceptability he's having all over the country. Many of this support is organic. Even Mr. Peter Obi, I doubt if he knew this has going to be. So there's a need to beef up his security. Federal government needs to provide security for him and also for the other 18 presidential candidates, so that there will be no deaths. No presidential candidate should die as a result of insecurity. Because right now, with the level of insecurity in the country, anybody can be killed. And they will say, oh, it's just a victim of the unknown gunmen. Oh, he's just a victim of bandits. He's just a victim of armed robbery. It is easy to mask any killing in Nigeria right now. So that is why it is important that the security of Mr. Peter Obi is taken seriously by the federal government, because one of the expectations of the government is to provide security, protection of lives and property, and especially for presidential candidates at this time. As I said earlier on, in the United States, once presidential candidates are emerged, they are provided automatic security by the FBI, by the Secret Service, so that they are covered in every area, so that their life will not be in danger. Mr. P2B, everybody know him for his humility. He takes selfie with everybody. He's reachable with everybody. People love it. But he doesn't own himself anymore. There is a need to provide security for Mr. P2B 24 hours. Even if himself doesn't want it, federal government must insist on it. And I believe that many supporters, Mr. P2B, and those who want this country to change for the better in 2023, expect him to have adequate security. That is what I want people to dwell upon, because there's no doubt that he has acquired some enemies, because you cannot be this popular, you cannot be this idolized without having staunch enemies. And by being so popular, by being so acceptable by Nigerians, it means it's a threat to the presidential aspirations of so many other people and so many other interests. So if they can put him out of circulation, they can do it. So the best thing to do now is to call on federal government of Nigeria to provide adequate security for him, so that he will be alive and contest the 2023 presidential election. The man, they say he has no structure. The man, they say he has no experience. The man, they say that his supporters are only on social media. Let him be alive to take those of his supporters to the election. Let us see the outcome. So that is why it's important that federal government provides security for him and his family, especially in this period. He needs to be adequately protected. There is a need to reduce the closeness of people around him, in the sense that when he is in public place, he should not easily be taking selfies with people anyhow. There is a need for security to protect him. We all know that it's God that has been protecting Nigerians in this time in Nigeria, because of a breakdown of law and order, which has overwhelmed those in government. Yet we cannot just hand over the power of the of the country, of our protection, just to God alone. God is the ultimate provider, but we must play our own part. That is why I support the idea, and this is why I made this particular video, so that let it sink in. There is a need for adequate protection for Mr. Peter Obi, because he's a threat to so many. If you look, he is the one they talk about from morning till night. He's the one that is making them sleepless nights. Anytime you open the social media, anywhere you go, it is always Mr. P2B do this. Mr. P2B will not succeed here. Mr. P2B will not succeed here. He will not get his vote here. He will not do that. He will not be president and all that. So he is the man of the moment. He is the target of the enemies. So there's a need to protect him. And there's a need for federal government to take the lead by providing security for him. Thank you for watching this. And please, if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to this channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, because when you subscribe to my channel, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.